Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as those may be meant for someone else. All right, so what's going on here for Capricorn, and who needs to hear the message? Okay, so we have the Lovers, and then we have... My first thought is difficult situation within a relationship. Nine of Wands, trying to hang in there, and the Death card. So I feel like there could be a relationship or something that it is that you love to do. It could be a friendship, it could be a family member, it could be something at work. I just feel like you're struggling with something. I feel like you're kind of giving something a second thought, and you're trying to hang in there, but you feel exhausted and you feel tired, and you're about ready to give up. I feel like you're still holding on, but there could be either this relationship you want to let go of, or it is that you're holding on to something that happened within this relationship. And that person did something, or that person said something, or something happened, and you have this wall up. And you're having trouble letting that go. Could have to do with a Scorpio, because we have a Scorpio and then we have a Gemini. It could have to do with a Gemini. Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you need to take a closer look at what is truly bothering you. Like, what is the heart of the situation? Getting down to the core of what's going on here. I feel like there's a lot of surface stuff that's going on, but I feel that you have to dig a little deeper, and you have to really look into what's bothering you and be truthful about what's bothering you. I feel like you're not really being truthful about what has been bothering you, and I feel like this has put a lot of weight on your shoulders, and it's almost like you're bogging yourself down with it all. Are you trying to protect someone else's feelings? Are you just trying to... For some reason, I just feel like you're not being truthful with yourself about what's really going on or what's really bothering you. I feel that once you're able to express this, once you're able to let that go, I feel like there's a lightness. I felt like this lightness when I saw the Eight of Wands. I feel like this lightness comes in for you. And then I feel like you're looking up, like the King of Pentacles is looking up, and I feel like things become lighter. I feel like things become calmer. I also feel that with the King of Pentacles, he's someone that you have to be patient, right? Things that... Trying to rush through things or get over things or get past things or shove things under the rug, that's not really going to help the situation. And that you have to be patient for things to work through and to go through the process. I do feel that, again, the main thing is being honest with what's really going on here, speaking your truth, and doing something about it, because I feel the Wands represent action. Taking a closer look. I feel the big card here, I feel, is the Eight of Pentacles, is taking a closer look at what are you really feeling here. And don't... Sometimes we feel like we have to act or be a certain way, and we'll have an initial first thought, and then all of a sudden our mind will go someplace else and say, well, no, that's not really how I'm feeling. But your first gut reaction is, well, that really is how I'm feeling, but for some reason I'm having this wall up and this blockage where I'm not really able to be truthful with myself. I feel like it has to do with a lot with yourself. I do feel that this Lover's card is that something happened within, whether something you loved or some sort of relationship, but I feel like you're just not really facing your fears or facing the truth of the situation. And the only one that's hurting is yourself. Sometimes we don't realize that even though we're trying to not create an issue or a problem or a situation, but we only end up hurting ourselves. We have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Strength card. I kind of feel like it's coming face to face, because we have the Six of Wands and then the King of Swords, and they're kind of face to face, and then we have the Page of Cups, and then we have the Strength card. And those two are face to face. So there may be a, you know, it could be face to face could represent you coming face to face with this person, or it could be you coming face to face with yourself in the mirror and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, okay, what's really bothering me? And I know that it may sound crazy, but I feel, and I've definitely done this for myself, is to look myself in the mirror and ask myself those questions and kind of have that conversation with myself and really be honest with myself. And sometimes it's weird. It's like when you're not feeling confident within yourself, like you can't even stand there in front of the mirror and you can't even look in your own eyes. Like that's what happened for me. And I feel that it's something that kind of, again, as I've always said, is what are those tools that you have that can help you to progress or to move forward? And definitely I would say the mirror and facing myself face to face has been a big thing that has helped me a lot, to be able to look in the mirror. And there were times where, you know, I would give myself a high five, or I, you know, would say positive affirmations to myself, or I would ask myself questions, and really being honest with yourself. So I just feel like with these cards here is it's time to have a face-to-face, a heart-to-heart, whether it's with yourself or whether it's with this person about this situation. So whatever that resonates for you. But it's time to have a face-to-face. But you have to also, like I said, the Eight of Pentacles is definitely one that was sticking out for me, is just taking a closer look at what needs to be done here. All right, let's grab a fortune reading card. Sometimes we just don't even know where to start. And just sitting down and just looking at the situation and having that heart-to-heart again with yourself and figuring out how you really feel and where do you want to go and what do you want to have happen. And that gives you that direction and that clarity. We have proposal, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. And then we have Sun, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead. Without a doubt, there's enormous growth ahead, because you're seeing that there is a problem here, that you're feeling tired. You're seeing that you're holding on to something that you have to let go. You're feeling like there has to be some change within this Lover's card here, because it's weighing you down. And you're doing something about it. You're not just accepting it. That's the biggest thing, is that if there's something that's bothering you, if there's something that is not working for you, if there's something that's making you feel like you're carrying around these 10 of Wands, then it's taking that action to change that, to acknowledge it, to work through it. And I feel when you do this, now there could be a business proposal coming in when we have this King of Pentacles here, because he represents, you know, pentacles, money, business, career, opportunities. If you keep yourself in this energy of this heavy energy here, of this 9 of Wands and this 10 of Wands, although I do love how that is that progression, if you're keeping yourself in that energy and you're bogging yourself down, that you're closing yourself off to other opportunities that may come in for you, because you will be missing those because you're so busy dealing with this, that you're not seeing possible other opportunities that want to come in, or other direction, or other, could be new relationships that want to come in for you, if you're keeping yourself bogged down with this energy here. And it's hard to do. It's easier said than done. But if we at least have that realization that, okay, I've got to do something about it, that if I want change, I have to be change, and that this is only hurting myself, and could be missing out on big opportunities that are coming, that want to come in for me. I feel, again, as I've said before, it has a lot to do with perspective, how we see things, how we treat things, how we look at things, how we handle things. That can make a big difference. All right, we have number 19, pride. So taking that pride and that confidence and that feeling good about yourself and saying, okay, there was a problem here, there was an issue here, but I saw what was going on and I handled the situation. Like patting yourself on the back for saying, hey, I'm doing something about it. All right, we have transformation. I love it. Perfect. Transformation, defining yourself, right? Transformation, without a doubt, with the death card. Out with the old and in with the new. Defining yourself, saying, okay, this is setting those boundaries. Setting those boundaries as to what you're going to accept, even within yourself. And saying, okay, if I'm feeling this heaviness, if I'm feeling this frustration, if I'm feeling things are bogging me down, then I need to step up to the plate and I need to do something about it. And defining yourself to say your boundaries, your limits, what you're going to accept and what you're not going to accept. All right, let's get an animal oracle. What are your boundaries? Sit down and write them down if you want to. Sit down and think about them and say, okay, what are my boundaries with relationships? Or what I'm going to tolerate, what I'm not going to tolerate, what I'm going to deal with, how much I'm going to try, how much I'm not going to try. We have elephant spirit, learn from the past. I love it. Learning from the past. Looking back and saying, well, okay, when I didn't set boundaries, when I didn't set limits, when I was always trying to please somebody else, when I wasn't looking out for myself, what is it that happened in the past? And what is it that I need to change moving forward? All right, I feel like there's one more. No, let's get an energy oracle. Oh, it's a rainy day today. Feeling sleepy. Not feeling motivated. But the garden and the gate. So it's those doors, it's that the garden. What waits on the other side of the gate for you when you move past this energy? What is waiting on the other side for you? I feel like, again, business opportunities, romantic opportunities, so many other opportunities, right? That could be waiting for you on the other side of that gate. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.